So I wrote this piece called Victrola, and it's about a story, but really it's about transformation. It's about how you can go to a place and surround yourself with people or an event, and that environment can change your perspective for a short time, and also it can stick for a long time. And so it's about remaining open to experiences like that and looking at them a little deeper, and how you can grow from a simple experience like going to a coffee shop. For me, I was in Seattle, and I was walking to my favorite coffee shop of all time. You can guess the name of it. It was a rainy, cold morning, and I was walking up the hill, and eventually I saw the coffee shop, and all these memories came back of times when I've been there before, because it's a very creative space for me, and I've been there a good handful of times, and every time I've gone there, I've gone for a long time, and I've journaled and conceptualized musical themes. So as I'm getting there, I'm getting closer to it. I can see through the window, and it hits me the variety of people that are in there. You know, anyone from a business executive to a hipster musician to somebody who looks like they're about ready to hit the trail, which is common in Seattle. So I go in, and immediately I'm hit for the contrast from this rainy day, cold weather, and I walk in, and it's just this vibrant place. Like, I get hit with the warmth, I get hit with the smell of coffee, the sounds of clinking of cups, and lots of laughter and conversations, and it's just a really vibrant place. And outside, of course, is the cold. So I order my coffee, and I'm waiting, and I'm just sort of taking it all in, and then I see a homeless woman sitting in the corner. And she is not talking to anybody, she's not on her phone, she's not reading a book. She's sitting there with her coffee in the corner, and she's looking out the window. It's like she knows that it won't be long before she's out there in the cold again, fending for herself. So it was an interesting space, because that it's where a business executive and a hipster musician and the tech startup guy and a homeless woman are all in the same space. And I sit down and I drink my coffee, and just, my mind lights up, and it's like I'm a drug addict and I've got my hit, which is, I guess not too far from the truth when it comes to caffeine. So I start writing, and I write and I write and I write, and I'm there for a couple of hours, and I write down, musical themes that come to me, stuff that might have been inspired by the music they're playing in the shop, and eventually, comes for my time to leave, and feel like a completely different person from the time that I walked in. So I walk out the door, and I see what I can carry from that energy in that room, and I carry that back out into the rain, into the cold rain, and I feel totally different. I feel inspired, I feel happy, and that's what this piece is about. You'll hear that as the ebbs and flows of the piece goes, as I look and see the different things going on in there, and as the coffee hits me, you'll hear all that stuff in the music. And as far as how it ends, there's a secondary theme that comes in and out throughout the piece, and by the end of the piece, the secondary theme becomes the primary theme, and that's a representation of a new perspective being taken out into the world. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy Victrola. Oh, and I almost forgot. Cheers.